You're listening to the Davey Mack Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right on 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right. Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program on Riotcast.com. And here's your host, Dave McDonald.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
Wonderful studio audience here tonight.
Yeah.
Come on. Hit that applause sign. Let me hear a big applause.
Yeah.
Let's hear some chants, huh? Come on.
Yeah, chant.
My name is Eastside Dave McDonald, a.k.a. Davey Mack.
Yeah, Davey Mack, the sportsman now.
Dave.
I have brought together the greatest assemblage of talent the sports world has ever seen. Sitting directly to my left, Chris Pepper Stanley.
Yo. What's up? Thanks, guys.
The engineer extraordinaire. His name is Sean O. And the Davey Mack Sports Program band leader, the keyboard general, Mr. Roy Schaefer in the house. Roy. Tonight's special guest, Lou Diamond Phillips, is in the house. From Night Court, Miss Marky Post is in the house. Post. The actor who played Skippy Handelman from Family Ties in the house tonight.
I don't know who that is.
The man who played Nick from Family Ties in the house tonight.
I didn't watch the show.
The little kid, Andy, towards the end of Family Ties, they put a little blonde-haired kid named Andy, who was a younger brother of Jennifer and Alex, and he's in the house tonight.
Was he adopted or?
What's with the Family Ties reunion?
At one point, Alex P. Keaton went out with that girl from Friends, Courtney Cox. She is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy.
Well, so much is going on in the world of sports, but really, is anything going on besides one?
There's one thing.
Goddamn topic that is taking over everyone's lives. So much so that I have to watch the Today Show, and this is story number one. And then I do from my New Jersey radio station where I dominate the ratings every day on 90.5 The Night. I let off the news with this, which was the replacement referees
Monday Night Football
are touching people in the ass, pushing people in the ass,
Yeah, it's mostly bettors that they're doing this to.
It's all in their ass.
and fondling people in their ass. And I'm sick of it. I'm almost sick of the topic already, but I have to talk about it because that is really what
It's dominating.
even on NBC Nightly News, these replacement officials.
On like Drudge Report, a international website of news that usually has world leaders doing terrible things on
Right.
it. Green Bay Seahawks
Yeah.
catch is the top story.
Well, I actually had on Sunday Night Football, for those of you who didn't, before the Monday Night Football
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
the Sunday Night Football had the Ravens versus the Patriots. Last second field goal by the Ravens kicker that, to me, did look like it might have missed. Nevertheless, you have to review it. So the refs are running off the field. Belichick, like just put a little tiny mustache on him, and he does have a Hitler vibe to
He's
him.
evil.
With the hair, the weird combed over hair and everything. He's just very Hitlerish. And he runs after the referee and touches the guy's arm in order to, say, hey, are you going to review this?
What's going on?
Yeah. Now, people said he grabbed the ref. I don't think he grabbed the referee.
Grab the ref. It's getting blown out of proportion like everything else.
I feel like the king grabbed the little red-haired kid in Radio Flyer. I feel like, and grabbed Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Big googly-eyed Elijah Wood was grabbed. To me, Belichick didn't grab the referee. He kind of nuzzled his elbow with his fingertips a little bit, which now that I say it, it sort of sounds a little sexy.
So you're turned on?
Well, a little bit. I have to be honest with you. I mean, he fondled his elbow with his fingertips.
Go on.
I have a little bit of, not a chubby,
It's filling
but
up
it's gaining weight. It's certainly gaining weight.
with blood.
Yeah. Is that what happens
Blood
when your
weight.
penis gets hard? Does it?
Is this
Fills up with blood?
High school
No,
health
the
class?
the bone comes
I
out.
never took it. I
fills
failed.
up, it fills up
Yes,
with water.
It fills up with blood.
Fills up with water like a super
yeah,
soaker?
Yeah, it comes up from your testicles.
That's why I like to pump it so much. Ow! Give me a bang with that. That's why I like to pump it so much. It's like a super soaker. Thanks, Roy.
Don't want off.
Jesus
Someone
Christ.
needs a Diet Pepsi.
What the hell? Get the caffeine into the band leader for crying out loud.
All right,
I don't know what he was doing. Maybe Ron Bennington was right about you. Maybe you have to be fired.
Uh-oh.
There's word going around
Yeah, I
that
heard about this. What did he say?
people are calling for your job, and it's made me look at you in a totally different light. Because now I used to see you as like a little bit of the golden child of the Davey Mack Sports program.
Right.
Well, now I look at your Instagram. You're wearing a black wig all of a sudden. And there's craziness involved. You miss a week here. You question Pepper when he missed a week.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you've missed 3 of the last 2 weeks,
Yeah.
which is actually physically impossible.
Because of drugs.
And
Because
math.
of drugs, Roy. Now, you told me you were clean. We signed a goddamn contract. You don't do this. Pepper's allowed to snort all he wants. Shano can get intoxicated. And Davey Mack knows all the things he injects into his system, baby.
But I can't do anything.
Not you.
No.
Because you're on the straight and narrow. That's what you told us.
You can't be off the rails.
Man.
Anyway, Belichick grabs this referee's arm. Well, as what the media said.
Yeah.
Nuzzles.
And I believe he's fined $50,000.
$50K.
But so, Sean, I'll get ready to mark the next 2 things.
Sure.
But on my Davey Mack Sports Report on EastsideDaveCountry.com, I do a little sports report, usually Mondays through Fridays, almost every day. And my headline for that was Ravens take on the Patriots in the Clusterfuck Bowl. I did not think the very next morning, Tuesday morning,
Blows it away.
I would have to write that the Seahawks and Packers duel in Clusterfuck Bowl 2 with the Roman numerals, by the way.
Nice.
These referees really, it is so silly. One guy signaling an interception, the other guy signaling a touchdown, both looking at each other more scared than half the cast in Schindler's List.
And then they start
I
saying...
swear to God, I thought these referees were about to be thrown to an oven.
And
And
then
then all of a sudden, I thought I saw a little referee in a red dress, just like walking, and I was on a horse. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, they're burning referees on a pile. And then, oh no, they've burnt the little referee in the red dress and the ashes. And then I go over to Ray Fiennes and he says, shoot her, I don't care. Shoot her and then replant the building and do as she says. Build. And Ray Fiennes, all that girl was just trying to do is give you sound, goddamn construction advice. And he has to shoot her right in the head.
Look, she's just a no-good replacement ref.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these no-good replacement refs. Always screwing around. And the Ben Kingsley replacement ref. And he was always on Liam Neeson's nerves.
I know
Oscar, you have to... Or sell your watch, Oscar. And then you can afford to buy 400 more replacement refs. And put them on your list, Oscar.
Did you ever notice how these replacement refs run Hollywood?
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
I do. Goddamn replacement refs run everything. The banks.
Oh, the banking system, they're all over
And
it.
they're all a bunch of carpet liberals, if you ask me.
They call them Muslim
Liam
savages.
Neeson's Irish, isn't he? To me,
He is Irish, yeah.
Every time he talks in Schindler's List, he's like, "Hello, my name is Oscar Schindler. How are you, boys? Well, I've got to tell you, I'm a war profiteer with the old Nazi regime. That's right. I've come in from me homeland, and well, now I pretend to sell war things for the Nazis. And I sometimes hang out with Mr. Rife Fiennes. How are you, Rife?"
He's a Nazi. That's how he is.
Liam Neeson, such a talented actor. Well, I should say, before the year 2000.
Maybe it was.
Has he made anything but an action movie lately?
Yeah, all right.
I think Taken 9 is out in theaters.
Did you see Taken, the first
No,
one?
I'm not gonna see
I
any of
watched
that.
it. I like. So people told me it was good. It's.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Me daughter's been taken! Oh, I've got to take me pistols and search for me daughter.
You know what happens in Taken
I'll
2?
go far across the sea, and I will search for me daughter, 'cause she's been taken from me, Liam Neeson, action star. I used to be a legitimate actor,
Used to.
but now I'm like Jean Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme!
Now he's fighting wolves in the forest.
Yeah, well, in Taken 2, his wife gets taken.
Well,
Oh
sure.
no! And now my wife's been taken, boys!
Ex-wife.
Come on, boys! The hell is going on over there? Sounds like the soundtrack to Inception was going off midway.
My keyboard's
I'll
broken.
tell you when we do an Inception break. You know? My God.
Where's the kicker or whatever?
Seriously, I'm gonna have to reboot my keyboard. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on.
You should be sorry.
Holy. Start the whole goddamn show over
All right,
again.
hang on.
If
No,
we
no, I'm
we
just
can't do
kidding.
a sports
What?
show without the keyboard.
I'm just kidding.
All
Everyone
right,
knows
keep going,
that.
guys. Roll with it. Roll
Oh,
with it.
thanks. Keep
go.
going.
Oh,
now
good.
you're the goddamn director.
We saved it for
Huh?
the show like
Just
you told us
remember
to.
one thing. You're a goddamn musical sidekick, pal. I'll give the direct. Oh, looks like your
I'm
keyboard's back.
I'm back.
So the Patriots, or the Packers Seahawks thing was just funny.
Well, they also tried to call it a simultaneous catch. Some people were saying that, too,
It's not.
which it wasn't. It was
not.
a interception.
When you see the catch, the guy not only catches it in the air, but then he's laying with the ball on
He's
his
on
chest.
top of the- top of the receiver. He's on top of
yes, he's
Gates.
on top of the receiver. The guy barely has like two pinkies on the ball. He has the ball into his chest, and they are still call. It's just retarded.
People are saying that's the most famous catch in football, NFL history.
Oh, good. I'll tell the Immaculate Conception
I
boys.
think that is. It's just the
I'll-
overreaction.
I'll
Of,
tell Dwight Clark from the 49ers and the
Yeah.
Cowboys. I'll tell David Tyree in the Super Bowl, or Lynn Swann and all the catches he made in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's the most famous. No, that's the most famous screw up on Monday Night Football.
it's a blooper, is what it is.
What we will see is, and I want this prediction, and I want this prediction down in goddamn concrete.
All right, let's do it.
And then I want to bury that concrete in Central Park under a full moon while we sacrifice animals and smear the blood all over our faces and chant in Gaelic.
Well, I was going to do that anyway, so
Okay?
let's bury this thing.
That's how much I want this. In exactly 5 years on Monday Night Football or on ESPN or maybe even HBO, we will see a documentary about how much of a freaking circus the replacement refs
This
is.
is a 30 for 30. They
It'll
will
be, yes,
document.
this
they
is
will
a
document
30 for
every
30
screw-up.
on ESPN. This is an HBO sports doc. This is one of those famous things where we will look back on it and say, was that not the strangest
Why did this happen?
few weeks in NFL history?
They're going to document it. They're going to run what team should have won because they're going to go over this every single game and every
Yeah.
blown call, and they'll say, whoever, regardless who wins the Super Bowl this season, they'll say someone else deserved to because of these first 3 weeks.
The Packers now are 1-2. They're going to be playing the Saints, who are 0-3. Should the Saints finally get out of it,
They're not.
win a game? I don't think they are either. But should they, and say, listen, we need to win it sooner or later. The Packers are 1-3. All of a sudden, that loss really hurts them. That a difference between a 1-3 team and a 2-2 team is gigantic.
It's huge. It's just the entire thing has gone straight to hell. Now, that ESPN is saying that they're close to a deal. Other places are saying ESPN's lying.
Oh yeah,
They're
I mean,
nowhere near close.
I'm
to a
hearing
deal.
that. See, again, don't trust ESPN. That's speaking of Schindler's List. It's like trusting the Nazis because ESPN has an obvious agenda where they have Monday Night Football. They want people to relax.
Don't worry.
And by the way,
keep betting. Keep
our
betting.
boy John Gruden, he dropped the ball because he did not go after these replacement refs hard enough.
He was going after a little bit. That was surprising.
At the
that he
weigh
even
in,
said anything.
at the weigh in, all he said was it has a bad taste in my mouth. That's all, which was like, oh God, what is
Damn,
that?
Gruden, what's that mean, huh, buddy?
What is
We
that?
love you, but still.
What is that? Like
Come on.
replacement ref jizz, dude?
Come on.
You know?
Come.
Sean, no.
What?
Right
Mark
in the
yourself.
Clear. Mark yourself.
What? Come over here.
Not only is ESPN corrupt,
So I can't trust ESPN by saying yes. Right now, as we're doing this show, ESPN is saying that they are close to getting an agreement and that the replacement or the actual referees could come back on this Sunday.
John Lynch from Fox was telling Dan Patrick about what the NFL told them before even week one. I know week one, the league kind of duped every network and called and said, hey, we're close to a deal. So have your guys go easy on these replacement refs. And so that
is propaganda.
And so that was kind of the edict from up top. Go easy on these guys.
I'll tell you one thing. Roger Goodell
Ridiculous.
is the biggest scumbag in sports. We can all admit this now. And now I want to go back and look at the Saints bounty gate. Because, you know, this Roger Goodell is like Mussolini. He just has all this power. He gets to do whatever he wants. I don't know if there will even one. I bet you that defensive coordinator for New Orleans did some sort of, hey, I'll give you 10 G's if you knock out the quarterback. Okay, I could see that. I can't say that all these players, put money themselves, or even that Sean Payton knew that much about it. I think Sean Payton took his punishment because he's scared. But you know
You
what?
have to be.
Yeah, but as they say, the emperor's got no clothes on now. Roger Goodell, we see you for what you are, a male Meryl Streep lookalike. I swear to God, the guy looks like Meryl Streep with short hair. Every time I see Kramer versus Kramer, I go, what's Roger Goodell doing in the movie with Dustin Hoffman? And goddamn it, Dustin Hoffman deserves that kid, not Roger Goodell. Now, go listen. I'm a man of 11 opinions, Pepper Stan.
I get it. I know.
And I know that Roger Goodell is the mother of that child. But Dustin Hoffman is making breakfast, lunch, and dinner with that kid every goddamn morning, afternoon, and night. I'm sorry. I am's what I am. Give that kid to Dustin Hoffman.
I can't believe Roger Goodell snorted all that weird green dust in adaptation.
That's right, Roger Goodell. You freak. Which that looked like the greatest drug of all time.
Oh, it
sort
looked
of
awesome.
Like a pot and coke type of combo. In other words, it's got Chris Pepper Stanley written all
I
over
don't know
it.
what you're talking about.
The old 8-ball.
8-ball?
Speedball.
It's not a speedball.
It's not a speedball either.
It's a happy ball.
Yeah, please.
Blue ball.
Maybe Ron was right about you too, Sean.
Yeah. Probably was.
Let me tell you something about Meryl goddamn Streep.
Good actress.
I have to see her get nominated for Academy Award one more time. I'm quitting, baby.
Quitting what?
I'm quitting The Watchers.
What?
Excuse me, I just got a text message from Meryl Streep.
What's she saying? She happy?
She says,
She's going to
fuck,
come on The Watchers?
she says, F you, naughty boy.
All right, mark that. You could have just said F.
F you. No, I love Meryl Streep. She's from New Jersey.
Oh,
and
is
I
she?
give her, yeah, sure. I give anyone from New Jersey lots of props. That's what I do. Michael Douglas, it was his birthday yesterday. Here's a question for you.
Mr. Douglas.
What movie did Michael Douglas win his first Academy Award?
The Game.
We're playing for real,
Oh.
Sean. The time for joking is goddamn
Wall
over.
Street.
Okay, Sean says Wall Street.
I don't think he won for Wall Street. He hasn't won an Academy Award.
Pepper thinks it's a trick
Trick
question, so
question.
he says 0. It's an interesting answer from Pepper.
I say Romancing the Stone.
Romancing the Stone, another guy who just won't take it seriously. This is why you're both out
Or
of
The
Watchers.
Rose.
Go to traffic.
Come on.
The answer to what I said, what was the first movie that Michael Douglas won an Academy Award for,
Trick question.
is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Pepper was half right. It's a trick question. I did not say for actor.
Whoa!
He produced One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and he won an Oscar for Best Picture. When it picked up Best Picture, Michael Douglas won the Oscar. Now, for acting, Shauno was closest with Wall Street. He's won exactly one Best Actor Oscar, which was for Wall Street. But I said first Academy Award, and the answer was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
He
Nest.
won for Wall Street?
He did win for Wall Street, yes.
How can I not?
Yes, he did win for Wall Street, but he produced. And in fact, the big scandal in his family was his father had played the part of R.P. McMurphy on Broadway and wanted the role. And
he
Michael
gave it to
Douglas
Jack?
told his father, "You're too old for the part,"
Whoa.
and gave it to Jack.
Well, he was right.
He was right.
Well, he deserved one for
I mean,
romancing
this
the stone.
is maybe one of the more iconic.
No,
you
he
know,
didn't. No, he didn't.
I was
Roy.
more of a fan of Jewel the Nile.
You would be freaking jerk.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you something.
Were those sequels?
But by the way,
Yeah.
Michael Douglas also from New Jersey.
All right.
Danny DeVito and Jewel of the Nile, New Jersey. You see what I'm getting at? Oh, Jack Nicholson, by the way, New Jersey.
Yes.
But everyone just keeps pooping on our farts. You know?
Well,
I don't see any Long Island best actors unless Eddie Money has won an Oscar.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan, or how about one of the Baldwin brothers? I'm still-
Exactly.
Did you know Brian Dennehy grew up right across the street from me?
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
I'm just saying.
The fat guy from Tommy Boy, and he wasn't even the funny one.
He was in
Now let me tell you
Hey,
something.
he was in Rambo.
his first blood. That's right.
Yeah, great. Brian Dennehy, great.
Yeah.
Where's he right now, huh?
Drinking, probably.
Yeah,
somewhere.
right. Great.
I think he's in Broadway.
Great. Yeah, whatever. So these replacements now they're saying that in Las Vegas, $150 to $250 million
Swish.
was reversed basically.
I thought it was more than that.
The spread was 5 points. So if it was ruled an interception, all that money was going to the Packers, to the people who bet the spread. And once obviously Seahawks won, spread's gone. So it just totally flipped
Yeah.
everything on its head.
Totally obscene. And on our Saturday night show, we're talking about how the bookies were saying they need another half point for home teams
Yeah.
because of these replacements. Just because the replacement refs don't know what they're doing.
Well, there's stories out that I think we even brought up 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'll bring it up again, that some of these a couple of the referees were fired from the lingerie league.
Yeah.
They were referees who
The lingerie football league.
officiated lingerie league football games and lost their jobs. Now they're in the NFL.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. If you can't officiate titties and asses, then you certainly can't officiate big black dicks running around.
Mark that.
Maybe mark that one.
Maybe.
So.
I'm sick of it, Pepper Stan.
You're making more work for Sean.
And I'm looking at you, baby.
I know, you have binoculars on. It's weird.
That's going to be my new thing. I'm going to, Carrot Top, sort of a redhead. I'm going to do, props on the radio. And everyone's going to, oh, my God, he's got another one.
That we
I wonder what it looks like.
that we can't see.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, they can envision
It
it.
sounds hilarious.
Theater of the mind.
I'm going to tell you one thing right now. If these goddamn referees keep it up, they're going to get a staple job, baby.
Oh, my God, you see the stapler?
I am. I was. I tell you one thing I want from these referees. Cut them loose.
I hear scissors, I think.
Cut them loose, baby.
I think I hear
Careful.
scissors.
That's scissors.
Careful.
Nizzers?
Nizzers, come on. Stop it, Opie. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Davey Mack does not take this sitting down. That's why for the rest of the show, I'll be standing up. Hey, give me a thing. Just kidding, Roy. Okay, that ends the half-hour comedy hour.
I don't know. I like
You
that
seem
last
pretty
one.
manic today.
That was pretty good, Dave.
You know what I think is weird? We started talking about
Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, thanks.
It's all about you tonight.
apparently. The way we started talking about the refs' salaries a while ago. It was before we mentioned them being on strike, right? We just were curious as to what they were making.
Yeah,
then
and I was
following
pretty
that-
close.
Yeah, you were pretty close. But the point is, they went on strike shortly after we brought that up. I think they went on strike after hearing.
It's
our
quite possible.
discussion
You do know
about
that.
their own salaries being so low and awful.
Well, the people at riotcast.com, Rob, our good buddy Rob Sprance from the Glory Hole, and our good buddy Bob Kelly from the You Know What Dude show, the guys who are really the men behind the scenes at riotcast.com, they gave me our numbers this past Sunday. How many people are downloading it?
How are we doing?
8.7 million people.
Oh, my
as of
God.
now. So it's looking good.
So most likely they heard our podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It gets around.
Yeah, sure.
I want to talk about a live read right now, and it's for Amazon.com. Now, specifically for riotcast.com/Davey Mack. That's our page on riotcast.com. There you'll see an Amazon banner. Click on it if you're going to make any Amazon purchases. There's no surcharge. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to link you to Amazon. But what it does is it supports the Davey Mac Sports Program show. It supports riotcast.com. And then Amazon sees how many people are listening and if it's worth advertising. Because quite frankly, we're doing this for free.
Yep.
For free. And we need your support. So if you're going to go to Amazon, just go to riotcast.com/DaveyMac. Click on the Amazon banner. Amazon.com. Hey. Well, we have a brand new segment that Pepper came up with.
Oh, wow. A new segment.
Which is
Snuff porn?
really going to be awesome.
All right.
And Pepper's going to do it himself. It's a brand new character,
All right. Love
and
it.
it's called Pepper Says.
No.
Pepper says,
Yes.
we should talk some fantasy football is what we should do.
Yeah.
So let's talk to fantasy football, everybody.
Hello.
Let me tell you something about this fantasy football. I love the fact that they're throwing for big gains, that, you get a touchdown, you score some points. The thing I don't like about fantasy football is when, a Balrog comes down or Gandalf gets in the way of an interception or, those hobbits. Whenever
That's
they're
fantasy literature.
Right.
Goddamn dragons come through.
I'm talking about fantasy football.
Or the one thing about fantasy football is I'm trying to watch the Giants-Eagles game. All of a sudden, the Khaleesi runs out into the goddamn 50-yard line.
That's Game of Thrones.
Right,
More
fantasy.
fantasy literature.
Fantasy, right? And then all of a sudden, there's this little kid with glasses like, hello, I've got to stop the wizards.
Harry Potter.
Hello.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Ron, come on and help me, Hermione. We've got to get Voldemort. Ah! Oh, Dumbledore.
Another Ray Fiennes.
I love going to Gryffindor. Oh, I'm Harry Potter. I've got a lightning bolt on me head. Sort of like a Charles Manson type of thing. Only he had a swastika and not a lightning bolt.
Why didn't J.K. Rowling write it with a swastika?
Would Twilight be fancy? Or would that be... It's not horror, is it?
I guess it's horror. Vampires are scary.
But it's not
That's
horror.
romantic. It's more romance.
Female horror.
You know everything, huh, right, Schaefer?
young
know.
adult literature? I don't know what's it aimed at.
Well, it's as good of a time as any to tell everyone that we are coming out with a third podcast next week called The Readers, where we're going to be reviewing books.
It's a book club.
Nice.
It's a book club.
on the air. Our first two books are the Twilight series. So really,
God, it's gonna suck.
next Wednesday,
I mean, it's gonna
Davey
be
Mac
great.
Sports Program, then the Watchers, then the Readers.
We're never going to
Then,
leave here.
after that, the Chewers, and we're going to talk about all the type of gums that we like.
I thought it was me chewing tobacco.
No, gums. Well, you're probably right. We should broad it up.
Yeah, come on.
Anything that we chew.
Little teaser.
Pens.
I like to try
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Straw, like kind of like an old like hobo type of thing.
I chew a straw here every week.
Yeah,
right.
Pepper likes a nice coffee stirrer.
Yeah.
I find them around the room when he leaves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He loves that. He chews. And have you ever noticed how Pepper chews? So loud.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm sitting next to Mr. Ed over here.
Well, you know what? You ever hang out with this guy after he's finished the damn meal because he'll clear his goddamn throat for 2 freaking hours afterwards?
I can't help it. I get flabby after I eat.
Sure. Drink all that
Or how
milk.
about your little tick of constantly staring at yourself in the mirror, picking up blank CDs, just
That's
staring
not a
at you?
tick. That's just called vanity.
I thought he had Tourette's.
I
no.
like the way he rubs his feet with his shoes off. all
That's
the
it.
time.
Love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, man.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
just
what do you
leave
mean with
him
my
alone.
hands? No, I give
Yeah,
my tootsies
you-
a massage.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Why? I'm wearing socks. I'm
Yeah,
not picking
that-
my feet.
All right, do you
They
want to?
can't be clean.
Have you ever seen yourself?
By the way, I'm much less phlegmy since I've almost cut soda out of my diet. Almost.
That's good.
You want?
I really have.
Want to get you one?
I think I'd love one.
Shotgun
You have
a couple Cokes.
ginger ale or anything?
Yeah,
I really need. I'm
Yeah.
having a soda withdrawal.
I got you, buddy. I got your back.
I know the feeling, dude.
You know?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, Roy?
I do. Yeah,
Roy,
You know what I'm talking about, Shafe?
Roy, you know what
I'm
D-Mac is
You-
talking about.
You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
You know what I'm smoking, baby?
I know.
You know what I'm huffing?
What are you huffing?
Huff and
Yes.
puff?
What are you puffing?
Huff and puff?
What are you huffing, puffing?
Professor Snape?
That's right, baby.
Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Gryffindor?
What about
Khaleesi.
Harry Potter?
Sorry. So anyway, the point is that if all these things have to do, it's a nice Pepsi. I might have it. I was hoping you were gonna give me a ginger.
I was kind of hoping he would bring
Ginger
me one.
ale.
I asked for a Diet Pepsi earlier. No
Yeah, I
one
know.
brought me one.
Whoa. We got Roy Shea from the Pay No Mind List Kid. Huh?
Yeah.
Now all you have to do is take out a gun and start shooting the floor
Yeah.
and saying, "Dance for me." What was that movie he was in? Shane.
Come on, back on topic, boys.
But I'm telling you, if the replacement, because I cannot imagine what it would feel like to be a Packers fan. I can't. I'm a Giants fan. So if the replacement officials made that to me, I swear to you, I think I don't want to be. I'm not advocating this, but a sort of Columbine scenario
Yeah,
would
don't
go through my
advocate
head.
that. Yeah.
I'm not advocating it. I'm not even saying. I'm saying it would go through my head.
The refs had to be escorted out of the stadium.
But it was in Seattle. I don't even know why. If it was in Green Bay, yes, they would really.
well,
have
I'm
to.
sure there were plenty of Green Bay fans there. Green Bay fans are hardcore, and they're
I know,
everywhere.
but Seattle actually is a surprisingly good
Yeah, they
sports
care.
city.
They care.
You know,
Seahawks.
it's just that like the Seahawks suck. The Mariners have now sucked for a decade, and they took the
Well,
Supersonics.
Seahawks are looking better the last couple of years.
a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, their quarterback Russell Wilson looked horrific. Did you watch that? Did you actually watch the game? Or
Yeah, I watched the game.
I mean, even Rodgers looked terrible.
Yeah,
And
I
he
don't know
sacked 9
what's up with
times.
Aaron Rodgers. Maybe too many goddamn commercials here with the insurance and the Pizza Hut.
Or I don't know, an
Settle
offensive
down.
line. Maybe that's the problem.
Something's going on with Aaron Rodgers that I don't care about.
Think he's on drugs?
I think it's possible. I do have a thing. I do like Aaron Rodgers as the actual person.
Yeah.
Because he's got a very who am I thinking of? Perry Como. Who's the guy with he had sleepy eyes? And,
Oh.
hello, everybody.
Yeah, that's
Ba-ba-ba-boom. Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. Yeah, that's it.
Aaron
Bing
Rodgers
Crosby.
is a very much a young Bing Crosby. Have you ever seen like if there's ever
Yeah, he has serious bags underneath his eyes.
he has the it's not just he's got the bags and he's got the sleepy eyelids and and even the way he talks is like, well, I think we had a good game today. That's right, boys and girls. We played hard against the 49ers and we threw for 315 yards.
Impressive.
The offensive line was doing well, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you one thing too, we ran the ball real good, folks. Real good. Well, anyway, chestnuts roasting. Oh, what's this?
You ever heard this one?
What is it?
It's Bing Crosby.
Oh, this is the Mickey Happy. Yeah, this is basically Aaron Rodgers singing. I can't tell the two apart. It's a good song.
Oh, I love this song.
Me too.
It's because you're on the reefer every
Yeah.
day.
This just takes me away.
Off the wagon.
All right, thank you, Shano. Thank you for the audio clip.
You want another one?
No, I don't.
It's an Irish one.
No, please. No, I'm good. Thank you. Get that email bed going, though. I'll
All
tell you
right,
that
email
much.
Are you
time.
ready for one?
Sure.
Here we go. Email bed's away in just a second.
Look who's stretching.
Oh man, I'm trying.
He is
I don't know
drunk
whether-
Here it comes.
as a skunk.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Written by the great Joe Laga, by the way.
It's my man.
It's the Davey Mac Sports
LYGA.
Program.
Oh my God. Mark that.
It's the Davey Mac Sports
Mark it.
Program.
Roy, we're all me.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program.
Roy, mark it.
It's the Davey Mac Sports
stop dropping it.
Program.
That's the last time you speak racially on this show, by the way.
Racial?
I guess it was.
It was the most racial.
Our good friend, the O&A kid, he's written an email.
He's a youngster.
Oh, he's
He says, Dave and Pepper kill it on Saturday every single night on Sirius XM.
We're gonna kill a prostitute this Saturday.
Hell yeah. It's gonna be one of the biggest stunts of all time.
We're gonna paint that studio.
And we're
red.
gonna force cousin Brucey to watch.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna force him to have sex with a prostitute as we're killing
We're gonna
her.
force him to put on a spiked metal condom.
7 style.
So that as he's banging her, he's splitting her uterus open with metal spikes.
Yeah, and we're filming it.
He's going, oh my God, cousin.
You
What the
keep
hell?
doing it, Brucey.
I don't want to, cousin.
I'm gonna shoot you in the goddamn face.
Well, okay, if you say so, cousin. Now it goes in and out, in and
Yeah,
out.
in and out.
And
Keep it up.
It's cutting open her uterus.
Make her come.
And let me just tell you something real quick.
What's that?
Speaking of uterus, the Byrds in 1969 had a wonderful song.
You're not hitting the post here, Brucey.
Anyway, as I systematically destroy this woman with this metal spiked condom I'm wearing, as they're forcing me at gunpoint on the Davey Mac Sports Program,
Keep it up.
it reminds me of a song by Herman and the Hermits.
This isn't a song
Something
break.
tells me I'm into something good. Only something tells me I'm into something evil right now.
Start making out with her.
Very evil.
I'm coming in this Saturday.
Should we make him go down?
Speaking of making out, Jefferson Airplane had a song. Here's a little ditty by the Rascals.
Are you a robot?
It's called Banging a Woman with a Metal Spiked Dildo.
Until she dies.
I love this song.
It's a B-side, cousins. You might not be familiar with it, but that's all right. That's what your cousin Brucey's here for.
Now go down on her, Brucey.
Okay. I'm tasting lots of blood. Not sure if it's from the period or from the knife wounds.
It's a knife wound.
Oh my God, cousin.
She's dead.
Speaking of knives, here are the monkeys. Mr. Davy Jones has gone away. Too late. The Cousin Brucey thing is over.
Yeah,
Oh, man, I was really digging
it
that.
was winding down.
I don't think Chanel's going to get a video snippet out this week.
I'm sad for that.
Anyway, the O&A kid said... Just kidding, shut up. Hey! Mark it.
Mark yourself. Mark yourself.
O&A kid said he's doing his thesis on the history of the NFL.
What?
He's doing a thesis on the history of the NFL. He's a college
I
student.
wonder what he's studying.
He's studying college football or professional football. He says, I just see the NFL imploding from its own weight in a few years,
Yeah.
and I am devastated. When I see how people like Paul Brown and Dan Reeves took chances and built this league, and now it's crumbling.
Well, it's too big to take risks at this point.
Now, I see the point. I've been saying this for a while. It's starting with the head concussions. There's replacement refs. There's all this nonsense. I am flat out telling you, within 15 years, it will be flag football.
Well, the replacement. Just to speak on the replacement reps, it's just greed. The main sticking point for the whole thing is there's two main sticking points. They want to have backup refs. The NFL wants backup refs to replace them if in case the regular refs screw up. A. B. They want to get rid of their pension and give them a 401k plan.
The pension, I mean, you can't get rid of someone's pension. If they're doing the pension, you can't get rid of it. Come on.
How many refs are there? Every owner's a billionaire.
And it's the richest league in professional sports in the world. It's bigger than the soccer in Europe. I know the people in soccer don't want to hear that, but it is. Now, soccer is probably a more popular sport worldwide. But
Yes,
America,
without a doubt.
we make money. And the NFL makes the most money of any sports league in the world.
right.
Period.
Yeah.
And you can afford to, if they wanted $150 and now they want to bump up to $180,000, give it to them. For crying out loud. Plus, these guys don't have pads on and stuff. Very large men sometimes crash into these feeble old white people. and
middle-aged too, not just old.
yeah, I guess. Here's another email. It says, it's from Bubba. It says, hey, Dave, I really like your show.
Fake name.
I don't know when you're on, so I want to ask you, what time is your show on?
Okay.
Peyton from Louisiana told me you're on every Monday and Tuesday from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. I stayed up last night to catch you on WFAN. What? In New York.
Oh, my God.
But you weren't on. It would be great if you could let me know.
Peyton from Louisiana.
How do we let him know? Like right now when he's
So
not
yeah,
listening?
we're on now, pal.
Yeah.
We're on now.
I don't think that was a real email, Dave.
It seems like a real email.
Peyton from Louisiana.
Bubba.
No, Bubba.
His friend is
Yeah,
Peyton.
Yes. All right.
What?
Right?
He says his friend Peyton from Louisiana.
See?
Who do you think
Pepper,
who do
pay
you think he's
attention.
referring to?
I don't know. Who is it?
Peyton Manning.
What?
Peyton Manning is friends with Bubba? Hip hip hooray!
It's a joke. It's not real.
Well, anyway, we're on Sirius every Saturday at 7 Eastern,
7
4
to 9
Pacific.
p.m.
And then we're on this show on Ustream, 7 p.m., 4 Pacific. But that doesn't matter because we put it on iTunes and Riotcast.com.
So you download it, you stream it, whatever.
There you go. Okay? Roy and I have a very special song planned for everyone tonight.
This is cool.
And Pepper, you can be very grateful if you could do the backup vocals.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a song that Roy and I worked on we wrote ourselves.
Wow, you guys are really getting creative, huh?
Yeah, we were working on it for the last 4 to 5 weeks. Roy,
yeah, just about.
this is one of those day in the life type of songs, from the Beatles.
Yeah.
John wrote some stuff, then Paul added a part.
So you guys just been
and
building this
everything.
thing piece by piece.
We've been building it for a long, long time. We went to several studios to record it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really satisfied us because it's an epic song on the level of a Stairway to Heaven.
If you're gonna do something, do it right.
Exactly, a day in the life.
You have to build your vision.
Other epic songs. The song "Epic" by some band at
Faith
one
No
point.
More.
Yeah, right. That song too.
Mike Patton.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Roy and I were even thinking of making a video for it with a little fish flopping around and everything.
You get
As soon as Roy's ready,
get PETA after your ass.
we're
or something
going
like
to
that.
play this song for you. But it seems like Roy is just, he's just on all
think
kinds of drugs tonight.
Roy stashed some drugs in his keyboard.
Because all I see him is hitting buttons and
I heard Mike Patton
going crazy.
eats a lot of fish.
In the meantime, Roy, you take your time.
Give me a second here. I'm having
That's
some
fun fact.
technical
Don't worry.
difficulties.
You take your time.
Take all the time you want, Roy.
Just to keep going on the ref thing, why not? Charles Barkley went on some sort of rant about how he lost money on the game.
Oh, of course.
And his
He is such a gambling degenerate. It's
awesome.
ridiculous. He
says, I don't think I've ever been this mad in my entire life. I got robbed Monday night. I'm just angry. I love to gamble.
Says a man who once in a bar threw another man out through the goddamn window like it was an old, Wild West movie. Wow. When they throw him out through the salon doors.
I can
doors.
live with winning and losing, but I don't ever want to get jobbed like I did Monday.
Now he's using wrestling terms.
Yeah. Everybody's going crazy over the catch, but I got screwed on the roughing the passer. I got screwed on the pass interference. I got screwed on the interception. And I found out today they actually have a real official in the replay booth who overruled that. I got screwed 4 times.
Well,
that makes it even worse.
Let me just bring a comment on that real quick. That referee in the who was in the replay booth, this guy is the. This is almost too good to believe. 1998. Jets Seahawks, Vinny Testaverde, this is a very famous play, tries to run the ball into the end zone, is literally 18 inches to a yard short, and he called a touchdown.
Great.
Same official. And the same official, during a Steelers game, he flips the coin up in the air, Jerome Bettis calls heads, it lands on heads. He rewards the ball to the other team because he insists to Jerome Bettis, who was
tails.
mic'd, that you called tails. That's the referee. Maybe that guy shouldn't be working anymore. I don't know, NFL. What do you think?
Oh.
Here's a song that Roy and I have been working on for the last 5 to 6 weeks, very diligently. We've put a lot of effort into this. We wrote the note for note. It was almost like I was sick in bed, and this vision of a song came to me. Roy knows how to write and read music.
Yeah.
Like
so
Mozart.
it was like, the last scene of Amadeus.
It's like a fever.
Where he was like the guy, a consigliere or whatever that guy's name was.
Yeah, Consigliargi.
Yeah, whatever his name was. And I was just in the bed saying, it's an A minor, it's an F flat, it's a G plus, which means Google Plus, for those of you not familiar with music. It's a kind of a note.
Are you like in a
Savant. Now.
Who's in your circle?
Oh, it's me, Pepper, Roy, Sean, and the studio audience behind us right there.
Oh, hey, guys.
How are you? The Invisible Brothers, Clarence and Timothy.
Timothy, huh?
He's French. Anyway, here's the song right now.
Right on the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're talking away. I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone. So needless to say, I'm at odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone. Keyboard solo. Yeah. Oh, the things you say. Is it life or just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You're shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take on me.
Thank you.
Doesn't seem like the proper ending.
No, that's exactly like the.
No,
like
they
the video.
end it like with chords. Dum, dum,
No, they
dum.
end it by
No,
by
no.
bouncing off
No.
the
Are you guys
walls.
breaking up right now?
They end it with chords. I'm telling you. They go down, down,
getting
down.
uncomfortable.
Why don't you just play some chords so we can? Thank you very much. That was a song written by myself in bed. And I want to thank everyone on the Davey Mack Sports program and Riotcast and everyone at SiriusXM for listening to my song that I wrote for the last 5 to 6 weeks. And I want to thank everybody.
That's the song that you wrote?
And so, yes, that's the song that I wrote.
Aha
And-
wrote that
right.
song.
So anyway, thank you everyone
You're
for
lying.
supporting me. And, I'm a very creative person. I'm
true.
very talented. Thank you very much.
You're ripping off
I'm gonna
Aha,
tell you
of
something.
all people.
Let me tell you something
all bands.
about this guy, Heath Bell, right? He's a closer for the Florida Marlins. Oh, excuse me, Miami Marlins. And Heath Bell says that Ozzie Guillen is two-faced, that the team does not respect him, that they need new leadership. Boom. Bam. Slam. Jam. Tim.
Space Jam.
Tom. But the point is this. First of all, Heath Bell has no reason to talk. In the first, I believe, month and a half of the season, he's a closer, blew 7 games in the first month and a half.
That's horrendous.
Ozzie Guillen benched him, and he got unhappy for
bitter.
it.
He's bitter.
And he says, he promised me he'd get my job back. Secondly, he looks like Kenny Powers. And
That's a positive.
no, unless you are Kenny Powers, don't look like Kenny Powers. It's positive for Kenny Powers. But if you're sort of modeling yourself after Kenny Powers, you need a reevaluation of yourself, my
Is he
friend.
doing lots of coke?
Probably.
He's in
With
Miami.
this statement that he gave about Ozzie Guillen being two-faced, because I don't see Ozzie Guillen going anywhere yet. I don't know. I could be wrong about
No,
that.
he's not. They're going to keep him.
Speaking of going places, I'll tell you one thing. Gamefly is one of these great places.
That's where
that
I'm going.
I go to all the time. Let me tell you something. Again, riotcast.com/Davey Mack. There you're going to see another banner. It says Gamefly on it. Whoa, what's this, Dave, man? Well, let me tell you, friend. Gamefly is sort of like the Netflix of video games.
What?
You sign up for it,
Yeah.
you get a video game.
I like video games.
In the mail. You don't have, there's no late fees, there's no nonsense.
Hell yeah.
Keep it for as long as you want. Everyone's
Really?
happy.
So I can play it and beat it?
Sure, baby. I got Sonic and Mario London Olympics right now.
Oh, maybe I can I get that still?
I sent it back the other day.
Oh.
I got Mario and Sonic London Olympics.
Why'd you get the
Send it back again.
same game?
Got Mario and Sonic Madrid Olympics, dog.
That's because you wanted though. That Gamefly's gonna
Send
do.
it back. Got Mario and thing. Atlanta Olympics, 96. The bomb went off. We blamed on Richard Jewell, dude. He wasn't to blame, though, man. He wasn't to blame. Gamefly! It was actually a relatively sad sports story that I hadn't thought of in years. Was in the Atlanta Olympics. Remember, 96, the bomb went off?
Yeah.
And the guy who was deemed a hero was Richard Jewell. And then 5-6 days after he was, the supposed hero, he kind of saw them, or he got people out of the way.
Yeah.
I think some people did actually die, but way more casualties would have occurred. 5 days after that, everyone blamed him, including the FBI and stuff. And then it turned out it was some pro-life freak.
Yeah.
And Richard Jewell had been innocent and had been a hero all that time. He died basically from stress and all that nonsense.
That's terrible. Yeah, the Centennial Olympic Park bombing.
That's right.
2 people died, 111 were
That's the guy I was looking for. Eric Robert Rudolph was the bomber.
What?
And he was some lunatic who thought by bombing the Olympic Village, people would see that abortion is bad. I don't know how someone makes that connection.
Why? Because pro-life people are assholes.
Whoa!
Oh.
That's you he's talking about, Roy Schaefer. I know you're in politics.
Yeah. So me and Roy again are on opposite ends. At least I make all the shows.
Bam, slam,
Wow.
thank
oh wait,
you, ma'am.
hold on.
I'm
One
gonna-
of deaths was from a heart attack.
I would
That's right. Richard
you.
Jewell died from a heart attack due to the stress.
stress. Yeah, that's how you get.
That's what I said. It weighed a lot. The guy, because after they cleared his, first of all, they took him a long time to clear his name, and then they realized, oh, this guy Eric Robert Rudolph did it, and that's what kills you. Stress, baby, stress, dog. That's why you gotta smoke up, Peppistan.
I do smoke
You
up,
carry
you know
too much
that.
inside of you.
No, he wasn't. No, one of the attributed deaths of the bombing was a heart attack
That's
at the
right.
time. Not
Richard
him.
Jewell.
No,
He
he died
died.
in 2007.
He died that day, and came back as a ghost.
You're making things up again.
So a lot of stuff is going on, you know, and it's just. But I'll tell you one thing right now. It is my favorite time of the year. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, the baseball playoffs are sensational. They're right around the corner. Yankees and Orioles still nip and tuck. You don't know
great,
what's going to
actually.
happen. And I actually think that I'm into this wild card thing because now the divisions really do mean something. You know, before it was okay. Let's see. You know, it's either for a long time it was Yankees, Red Sox. One of them will win, and then one of them will get in the wild card.
Yeah.
But now you
part of a
you
decade,
have to get that
actually.
division because you don't want to be faced with a 1-game play, and that 1-game playoff is next Friday.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
There's only, I think Yankees only have 7 more games, and other teams that only have 8 more games, 7 or 8 games, depending on what team you are.
It's on now.
And that's
Dave.
it. And Fridays begin the play-on games.
They won today. Today, Wednesday, the 26th, whatever we are. I'm just saying for the
my God.
podcast.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, I'm just.
You're right.
Shano is
He's
pissed
right.
drunk.
I'm not. I purposely said the
You've
date.
been drinking it
So
hard.
it doesn't mean I'm pissed drunk.
Yankees did win, though. Shano is correct.
Thank
They
you.
beat the Twins. CeCe Sabathia pitched very well, but we'll see. Don't really trust the Yankees starting pitching right now.
How could you?
Speaking of heart attacks, or he didn't have a heart attack necessarily, Dusty Baker, manager of the Reds,
Yeah.
went in the hospital for a heart palpitation. He had a goddamn stroke.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, why? That means nothing to you. Do you even know who Dusty Baker is?
No.
He's a wrestler.
No
No.
idea. Oh,
What
okay.
color is he?
He's a Dusty Baker. He's, I want to say he's
What's his race?
He's tan.
Just say what his race is.
He's Dusty Baker. Sounds like an African American gentleman.
You're right.
Yeah, all those years of stereotyping paid off, huh?
See that?
All right.
Levi Orange.
Dusty
Brown.
Baker. Now listen to this. He did the stroke and everything like that. He's gonna be back for the last regular season series
Yes.
and the playoffs. Now I know Roy gets a hangnail. He's gone for about 8 weeks.
I know. Roy
That's why he's on thin ice. Okay,
Roy Shaver's got to keep pretty. I guess that's what he says.
he's on thin goddamn ice. With the cold thin ice. Yeah. Do you know that, Pink Floyd?
I have no idea, but I was rolling with it.
Never.
It sounds like
sounds
you
like
rent in here.
You've never heard
Stomp
the
rattle.
goddamn album called The Wall?
Of course.
So you don't know Cold Thin Ice?
Yeah, I know it. You want me to play it right now?
I don't think I do. That's the thing. I don't think I do want to hear.
We can go there.
Things are getting tense in here.
What
tonight.
about the Chiefs? I mean, excuse me. What about the Saints? What's going to happen with them?
Oh, Saints look terrible. I mean, Sean Payton and no defense. No Sean Payton, no defense means they're going to lose to the Packers. They're going 0-4. It's a lost season.
They couldn't even
It's a
play.
lost season.
They couldn't play defense with Sean Payton. He's an offensive coach.
And that being said, it's going to be a close game. I say it's not going to be a blowout because Rodgers and his offensive line, and even when he had time to throw against the Seahawks, who have a decent defense, looked bad. He was the number 1 pick in almost every fantasy draft in the country, probably the world, and he is bombing. At this point, I'd say he's bombing.
It's
Fantasy
sad,
wise,
man. It's sad.
I mean, they're 1-2.
Fantasy football. I'm taking a major hit on my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who'd you draft?
Boy, I'll tell you. I drafted the guy. from,
Now he's stretching.
Yeah, now you know what it feels like.
I drafted.
Come on,
Here's
Dave.
actually
What do
here's
you
a legitimate
mean?
question you will know the answer to.
Go ahead.
Who's going to start, and who do you want to start at running back for the Giants? Is it Bradshaw, or do you think Brown?
No,
gonna
Brown's the man.
Brown's the man.
Now, this is what they'll do with the Giants. They
It'll be
will.
by committee.
They're going to start Bradshaw.
Yeah, they have to. Just like
But they're gonna they're gonna keep giving Brown touches. Bradshaw because they don't want a grumpy guy sulking, getting all mad,
And he
and
seems pissed off.
doing the thing. Yeah, he's always angry anyway. So just like okay, you start the game. Which, by the way, in NFL, unless you're the quarterback, it almost means nothing to me. To be a starter, they take guys off on the second play of the game, on the third play of the game. They change things all the time. Being a starter is not a big deal. It's almost like hockey. I mean, yes, You want to start the ice with your guys. But, but there's so many changes in hockey, just like there's so many changes in football. Starting in baseball, starting in basketball means something.
Yeah,
because the guys who start play the whole game, pretty much. I mean, basketball, you get a couple minutes off, foul trouble, whatever. But those guys are going to see the majority of the game. Baseball guys are
Once you come out of the game in baseball, you're out of the game.
Yeah, you're gone. So it doesn't mean that much, especially from the running back position. But whatever, man. I'm so cool, man. I'm so hot from my Pepsi. Oh, yeah.
You doing a live read for Pepsi?
Riotcast.com/Davey Mac for Pepsi.
Just give us our money.
If you like Pepsi, write me a check for $200. 1221 Avenue of the Americas, 37th floor, care of Chris Pepper Stanley, Sirius XM, New York, 10021.
10020.
Okay, 10020.
And make those checks out to Chris Stanley.
No. Make them out to David McDonald.
To Chris Stanley.
Well, just send cash.
You make them out to cash.
But seriously, guys, I'm not trying to say anything or whatnot, but where you have some kind of music like Money, 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 or like the Beatles' Money, all money, the best things in life are free. I'm going to do a live read now, another live read. I really could use some money.
So could I.
So here's what we're going to do. Send the checks to me, because I'm trustworthy. Just write Dave McDonald, care of Chris Stanley, 37th floor, Sirius XM, 1221 Avenue of the Americas, New York, 10020. What I would like is checks of $200, $300, anything you can afford, but certainly nothing less than $200. But whatever, whatever you can afford, $500, $700, it's up to you. Listen, every little bit counts.
Make them out to cash. I'll cash them for Dave.
No, don't do that.
I'll cash them for Dave.
So that's my live read. Dave McDonald.
And Chris Stanley.
So a bunch of live reads today. The last one might not have been as legitimate as some of the others, but it still happens.
You never know, right, Dave? You never know.
That's right, Roy Schaefer. And that's kind of the credo?
Credence.
That's
yes.
what I live by. Those are the words that I live by, Daddy.
That's your credence.
That's right, baby. So that's it, my friends.
That's it.
That's it.
Let's just get warmed up.
We're done.
No, say it isn't so. Oh, there's that sound.
Now,
I'm a little
everyone
sad.
stay quiet for 5 seconds. We have a very big week next week. Davey Mac Sports Program, followed by a brand new episode of The Watchers. Next week, this Saturday, Davey Mac Sports Program XL, live on Sirius, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Next Saturday, Davey Mac Sports Program, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
That'll be the same week as this one, except there's Watchers.
I mean, it's unbelievable, all the things that we do.
Are we doing the readers?
And The Readers is next week, and then followed by The Chewers.
We should read 50 Shades of Grey.
And a podcast that I'm not sure people want to hear called The Touchers. And that I will leave up to everyone's imagination.
Is it like Chums?
It's much worse than Chums, my friend. The Touchers might as well be called The Jizzers, baby.
Okay.
For
So
Dave
I guess we're all
McDonald.
getting gay for each other next week.
That's right. For Dave McDonald, Chris Pepper Stanley, Sean O,
Shut up.
Roy Shaver.
Hey.
Good night, everyone.